Hello and welcome back to another episode of Mount and Blade Bannerlord. Of course, playing as Lit Breathnaid of the Kingdom of Breathnaid. And we are currently building up our army and strengthening and mainly just building up. It's a little bit tedious. I've also taken a look online how you might have a better way of recruiting things, and turns out you don't. There is no way where you can easily recruit troops, or at least I have not found any. So we won't have many options in that sense, I guess. Now, the next steps, of course, would be interesting. At the moment, I feel like, yeah, there's no real faction we could declare war on, because the ones that actually have something, they feel too strong. Like, you can see that basically all of these factions that own cities or castles, they have more than they usually have. So basically meaning that they are stronger than normal. I mean, we can easily compare it in this year. After all, that's a nice thing to do, right? They are, compared to us, to 20k. These guys have nothing. 13k, 22k. These guys have nothing. 20k. Overall, not the best idea to do anything, I feel like. So war is not in it at the moment. We still have this plot going on as well, or this potential conspiracy that basically just means that the empires are gonna declare war on me, which is gonna be very unpleasant to happen. But I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna stop that one, because it feels like it will happen at some point. I won't really be capable of stopping that. But oh well. So, quickly gonna do this hideout. We are still, of course, we still have more space for more archers left. Follow me. Now, I was curious about you guys. Can I tell you to get your... No wait, these guys. Please don't hold fire. You're archers. So, at least shoot back. That's the important thing here. If you guys would at least shoot back. Of course, you're gonna lure in more guys. Well, I mean, if you hit, you're gonna lure in more guys. Oh, there we go. This person is not aware of our existence. Doesn't seem like it. And let's approach a little bit closer. See? You're actually killing something. Ow. You're killing something now. And I feel like you're gonna be more effective in that scenario. God damn it. Could you guys go away with your symbols above your heads? That's no cool. Oh, for fuck's sake, of course. We lost the Fian. What are you shooting there, boys? I mean, I know that you guys have plenty of range as well. So I will never know what you guys are shooting. Let me go to this position. Isn't there someone left over there? No, there's also not that much left overall, to be honest. Alright. Are there these guys shooting at us? Ouch. You guys go away, you go away. You go away. Oh, do you want 2 arrows? Sure. There we go. One left. Over there. There we go. See, that worked a lot better. That worked a lot better. Yeah, I mean, we did lose one, but... well, you lose some, you gain some. Nope. That's the funniest thing about this. Oh, you want a duel? No. Boom. swing a fucking cleave in his face. There we go. Well, but we only got 3 prisoners. Alright. Well, not the best haul, but technically we have a gain of 2 troops. So I guess worth it. Yeah, sure. I mean, they have this food. And I'm actually gonna take this equipment. I'm not sure if you can, well, we'll see if we can rip apart these bows. Who knows? Who knows in the end? Of course, leadership also still there. Let's see if these boys have new noble troops. Oh, well, at least one. Do you have a quest? No. Well then, bugger off. Oh wow, you don't have anything. Well, maybe I was here too early after my adventures. Then we'll have a thingy here, of course. How much smithing energy do we have? Well, not that much. Okay, we cannot melt in bows. I would have been surprised if that was actually a thing, to be honest. Let me just melt in this bow real quick. well, I guess that is that a way to make charcoal? So we do have a lot of iron, a lot of wrought iron here, and all of the other irons. Well, it's a lot of expensive stuff. So, 20k, we just do to melt it in. Alright, we also, of course, are gonna take a quick look here. Oil, wine, butter, cheese. Oh, fuck. Cheese we do have a lot. Meat, and I guess, oh, dates. The grain will never run out. I think we've reached a point where we basically will have that forever stuck around in our pockets. Alright. 28k. We still have some smithing energy left. Alright. And one more. So we do need to get hardwood soon enough again. Just to get that done. I mean, what I think is a little bit strange is that we cannot... Well, we can do smithing. But how about we play Boya or something? I mean, that's technically also an option, right? I mean, that would be cool. If I'm capable of doing that, why I'm not capable of doing the other thing? Leather worker is also up there. Armor smith. There seem to be a few more, well, kind of options left that they could have taken there, but they just went for smithing. For some reason. I guess I want their own, right? Okay, then we need hardwood. So, smithing to 22. 2 more of these. And we wait again. At least it gives also a little bit of opportunity for these guys to basically refill these noble villages. I mean, we're not spending too much time here actually. These guys are still around. So, sweet to see. I assume that, well, we have this here, but mainly you guys are recruitable. So, okay, we have full energy. 23. Oh, and charcoal. Well, then we wait some more. I mean, next time we're gonna start running around again. I mean, it also gives us the time to get us some more influence to do more policies. At least there's that, right? And I now assume that these guys are the merchants doing their thing. At this point, feels very much like it. Okay. I would like to reach smithing 25, so let's do it once more, just once more. That should be alright. I like that we're also just allowed to go into a smithy of choice and do our things. So when we reach 25, there we go. We're quickly gonna stop, go in here. So, if a charcoal maker would give me more charcoal, and efficient iron maker would give me more, well, iron. But I feel like this one is gonna be a lot more usable. We can get up to 40, so 15. That will still not be enough to level in any way or shape. So let's move on. Actually, the one thing that I want to check is, does this work? No, of course. Why would it? Why would it work? Alright, let's go into prison class. I guess then everybody has like to move around to get these troops in. Which is kind of sad. Oh well. There we go, Ragged is slowly but surely climbing up to that 150 scouting. Scouting god, that is. I mean, what other skills could we potentially try to increase? And we do not really have, I mean, tactics have some slots left, for that we just... Okay. We need to do a few weird things. Nothing here, we've reached our limit here. Engineering. I feel like, yeah, of course these things are options, but they're also a little bit difficult to gain in the end. I mean, they will just happen over time, right? This village has never really given me that many noble troops. Now, two more castles once again under siege. Seems to be a back and forth with the battalions and the Flandrians. Cannot look at that for some reason. Oh well. Let's just go to our to the place here. Oh, look at that. See, these guys are always up for grabs. They always have something to offer. And that's why I love them. So, you guys also recruit. A quick lag, just to make things interesting, that I'm gonna be scared that the game is gonna crash. Yeah. I mean, if the dudes are declaring war on me, that's gonna be a little bit difficult. A tad bit difficult to deal with. I mean, we can fight larger armies. We have proven that, but how much larger? That's always a question. I mean, if they're running around with 1500 stacks, I feel like that's gonna be difficult to deal with, no matter what. Alright. At least I'm coming back with some new troops. Was not completely useless. So... Time I'm running about here. I mean, we're gonna have enough money in the bank, I guess. Also, that was something I was curious about. I guess this is the only way that we could recruit some stuff. Okay. I still have not looked up how you could get other clans in your kingdom. That I do not know. Amitatus is exalted. I mean, I also wish that these guys would go for cleaner borders. But that's just a personal kind of grand strategy problem from my side. I'm too used to it from CK2 and E4. I always do clean well, I often do clean borders. When I do unclean borders, I usually have a reason for them being hideous. For a little bit of border gore. I mean, I mean, like, of course it's unpleasant, but sometimes you have to do a little bit of border gore. In every way or shape. So this stuff is finished. You continue with that. I cannot tell you to do that again, so I guess at this point I just tell you guys to do most things. I mean, most of the cheap stuff around here. Just to get things going. You're also slowly but surely drawing on these reserves. There's a lot of money put into that. But the militia is now growing. So we can at least get something there. And this can go up to by 2 more. And prosperity, I guess. The trading fields are just gonna improve the experience gain in here. Let's take a look if anyone has gotten some experience. No. Well, good to know. Oop. Well, this guy got some experience. Well, then I technically lied, didn't I? I mean, I'm curious if I'm still gonna find some of these factions. The factions that already have been defeated. I mean, we saw that they sometimes win tournaments and stuff like that, so I assume they're somewhere around. But we could also look for minor factions again to have, because we're missing some decent fights, right? You're part of a group, right? Oh, Legion of the Betrayed. You're not part of a group. You're just a dude. This is Faction Gusite, Faction Legion of the Betrayed. Alright. Then we'll take you on. Then we'll... Well, if you don't continuously run away. I mean, we're not at war, are we? How about you fight me then? That's the wrong button. There we go. Oh, we also could do another policy. Alright, let's do that. We have Sacred Majesty. And of course, I am the Senate. Let's do the other one. There was another one that gave us influence. No, that loses influence. Granite influence. There we go. Tier 5 clans get 0.5 influence per day. I am tier 5, right? No, we're not. Okay, then we don't click that. Scratch that. We do another policy. Clans. That doesn't do. I mean, I feel like the ones that I find interesting were lower down. Daily militia production is increased by 1. Recruit plan is faster. Tax income and settlements is 10% reduced. Do I care about that? I mean, of course it does do a little bit on the income, but a little bit. And this gives me more militia. I feel like that might be a very good thing. Who has height? I mean, technically, wouldn't it be nice if the game told me what the amount of charm is? Oh well. Oh, this is just positive. They get more loyalty and daily militia production. Yeah. Let's do that. Alright, but we move on. Following these boys. See what they can do. Darget is nearly a master scouter. Alright. Yeremos. Well, you're missing one letter change to be actually a cool person. I have a quick question. Never mind. I would like you to serve Breathnaid as mercenaries. I guess that is a way to get these guys into your kingdom. Or at least as mercenaries. But you know what? I'm here with my mans. We're not here. I mean, currently, we can piss off all of these people, of course. That is always an option. So, let's see how well this goes. We do have enough fodder in front. We're just gonna put all of our allies' armies somewhere. Oh, whoops. Alright, where are you guys at? Still a tad bit away. But this is enough to actually get into a position. I don't feel like it. You guys here.
Stand up, footmen!
Then just the mass of infantry.
Horsemen! Move!
Guys over there. Are you guys even capable of shooting? I assume you should be. Oh, you guys are also completely out of position.
Move!
But I got some horses over here. But it looks like they don't want to engage in that. And of course, they're completely turning around to them. We still have a lot of recruits here. Yeah, these guys are not leveling at all. Alright, these guys are still approaching. That's good.
Cavalry forward!
So you guys stand behind, actually.
Forward!
And search in if the enemy tries something silly. They're still circling around. Come on, boys. What is this? Stop it. Isn't that a annoying Imperial Archer? Yeah, you agree with me. I mean, the skirmishers are once again charging forward. So we deal with them before we do anything silly. Who's shooting? Okay, now these guys are shooting something. Come on, boys. Trust yourself a little. You're skirmishers. Come on. They're just gonna hide behind that hill. There we go. We need to move a little bit so that we are not as easily hit. There we go. Get them. Another one down. Another one down. For the tribal warrior, it feels like that is the first thing there. Ouch, of course. One hit at least. Oh well, that's acceptable. You guys could aim a little bit better. I mean, I'm not really aiming that well, to be honest, but still. You guys could have even better. Alright, now they seem to be approaching. Alright, everyone ready to have some fun? The good thing is that the guys need to come over this hill. And then they are in decent range. There we go. Yeah, of course they're gonna hit our the volunteers. But the good thing is I know now, that basically no infantry of mine is dying because I don't have infantry. That's the genius of my tactics here. So you guys swarming from the side and do your thing. You guys swarming as well. So you guys can also search. Everybody searches after. Well, the enemies fleeing, so let's shoot them in the back. Still, of course, need to get ourselves some some weapon proficiencies. But I feel like, oh, well, the horses. Let's let the horses do their job. Once again, we lost we lost unimportant guys. The enemy horses are probably, well, I no longer see them anyway. I mean, that's all experience these guys are gaining there. So let's let them have fun. Eight left. Oh, we got 7 influence from that. Well, Yaremos, you bastard. That's as simple as it goes. Lost 13 guys there, but these guys are gonna get that back. They can also upgrade, well, at least a few things. I see. Okay, there they escape, and the last one, I don't care about. Oh, he just escaped. All right, a little bit of fighting. Shall we have that, eh? A prisoner now, so. Oh, don't look at me in these old sad eyes. Okay, you don't have anything here that I'm interested in. Oh, of course, but I could have done that. Oh well, too late. Let's get all of this stuff. I assume that we can melt down spears. You only have 3. Well, I guess we are splitting some resources with our allies. Did anyone get anything? I didn't get anything. Oh, Dagi, 2-handed. Alright, what do we have here? Shield Breaker? Or Beast Slayer? Oh, Beast Slayer. I like that. I like that a lot. Beast Slayer. That's a cool name for just beating up horses. I mean, after all, they are disgusting beasts. Oh, there is. We go a few upgrades. Lovely. We don't have that diplomacy. That doesn't mention it anywhere specifically here that we are at war with these guys. Tiny of the Lakes. Looks like you are part of the, yeah, you're part of Britannia. So it's not step on their toes. Vahan. I remember you guys. Where are you guys going? Let's have a fight. Let's have some stuff going on. Why are we actually no longer at, that's also something I'm not quite sure. Why we're no longer at war with these guys. Okay, it seems like they are somewhat gone. Okay. Oh no, they're there. Ha! Let's run after you. I mean, this is gonna be just, once again a long battle. I actually don't have anything against me. Oh, we do have 1/2. I guess, you know what, I'm gonna do that. There we go, there we go. I'm already gonna end the episode here. Just for timely reasons. So like always, thanks for watching shenanigans. Like and subscribe for more shenanigans. And I guess you guys next episode. Bye. Oh, the fucking army stopped.